It was a bad idea.
What'd you just do?
Dump this into my beer to make an energy beer.
Dude, it's like coagulating. What is happening in your cup right now?
It's thickening.
What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. I am in Las Vegas, Nevada today. We're walking to day one of SHOT Show. You guys probably know that I hate the typical media coverage of conventions like this. The typical setup where people walk into the booth and just talk about the new products. So instead, like previous years, I'm going to be doing this in my own fashion, where walk around, hang out with my friends like Dan here, and we're going to have a good time. I'll bring you guys to the parties afterwards as well, which people typically don't cover, so should be a good time. Let's go hit the floor. Alright, so there were a few quick hot takes there. The first stop was Benchmade. I wanted to check out the new Bailout and Bug Out. I recently did a video on those and they released the new models on the same day I posted that video. The Bailout actually is much improved. I was kind of skeptical about it, but the aluminum scales are very nice. I then went over to Smith & Wesson to check out their Optic Ready version, which is great that they're finally released, but they don't have it in the 4-inch version yet, which is kind of a bummer. From there, I swung over to IWI to check out their new AR-15 line, which is pretty standard, nothing really to talk about there. But they also have a Jericho 941, but it's a polymer frame, so it reminds me of a CZ P07, similar to something like that, and I really dig the 941, so I think I would probably like the new polymer version as well. What's up, bro?
Nigga shot show last year. It's the coolest nigga. No, it's the coolest nigga shot show 2022, man. Well, you good, man?
Alright, I keep running into people that I know. What's up, man? How are you?
Good.
Now I have a meeting with Vertex, which is right here.
Solid booth, dude.
Alright, so Dan and I are going to give you a quick rundown of what's new at Vertex this year. You guys know that they support me and everything that I do. You guys using my code helps me make videos. They got a Baby Yoda pack.
How many are those going to sell?
This will be a stock item.
Just because it looks like Baby Yoda.
Yeah, we made it and then we realized that it looked just like Baby Yoda.
You just put a cup of coffee right there and that's it. Alright, so one of the coolest things right now is all of the colors. What is this one? This is Tropic?
Multicam Tropic on canopy. And then it's a little bit on the sides here and then on the straps.
Yeah, I like the mixture of the multicam with,
with the gray.
With the colors too. Alpine, dude. I would imagine that would get dirty really quickly, but it looks sick while it's clean, so that's dope as well. And then a bunch of different variations of this with different color zippers, so if you like to accessorize and match with all your stuff, like you got options, I guess.
So we saw like in the outdoor market that they were doing a lot of contrasting zippers, so we were go ahead and trying to, since we try to blend in, that's what we're trying to do. This year, whether you spend more time like in urban areas or you spend more like in places like the Pacific Northwest where you see a lot of stuff coming out of REI,
right?
Now you've got more of a choice whether you want to go outdoor or urban.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the goal.
A lot of people often ask me in my Vertex bag videos, like, to describe more of the fabrics and the colorways and stuff like that. As you can see, like, there's a ton of colorways here.
It's hard to talk about all of them, but their website does a pretty good job of it. As far as the materials go, that is stuff that you'll also kind of have to be looking for information on the site, because there's just so many things offered, and all of it is pretty rad, man. They make some of the best bags around.
So here's a lot of the Vertex clothing offering. You guys may have seen me talk about a few of their things, but I haven't gone super in depth on them yet.
One of the ones that you see all the time is the Fury Hardshell. This is the jacket that I've been wearing for Sunday Gun Days recently. I layer it up with a hoodie underneath, and that has been one of my favorites so far. What else we got? Guardian shirts.
So we have like it's not a Guardian 2.0, but we did make a lot of changes. We added a gusset into the armpit. So that when you press out, it won't pull the undershirt out, the weapon guard. We changed the thickness of the weapon guard and the fit. So it's not as, the weapon guard isn't as baggy so it just doesn't bunch up, you know, get caught up in your firearm in the holster and whatnot.
And then the jeans. So this is something that people ask me about pretty frequently. I have a pair of Defiance jeans, but the cut for me is a little too baggy. However, inside scoop is that there's going to be some slimmer versions.
Well, we did slim them down a little bit, so this is kind of like what the current version looks like. And then we are coming out with like a Levi's 511 kind of fit. So it'll get you in the slim straight category, which is more my style.
So that's a lot of new stuff coming from Vertex. Again, these guys help me out a lot. If you use my code TALONSCI at checkout, you save 25% off everything that you see here in the booth. So I prefer the packs. This is my favorite, the EDC Ready pack. If you guys are into stuff like that, check it out. Use my code, it helps me out a lot. Now I'm going up to Zev Technologies.
I'm here with Dan from Zev now.
So this is our conversion slide that we're releasing. We have 2 different sizes. We have a 17 length and a 34 length.
I think so, yeah.
And it lets you take any Glock 19 Gen 3 or our OZ9C frame, and basically you can convert your 19 into a 17 or 34 short grip.
You could have any gun you want, pretty much.
Yeah, you could essentially take one of our OZ9Cs that's modular, because now we've just released the OZ9X. And you can really turn it into like 6 different guns. You can turn it into 34 short grip, 17 short grip, 19X. So OZ9C is really going to be like the modular platform of the future.
What up?
Yo.
Get it.
Oh, we're fist bumping. Yeah, we don't shake here at SHOT Show because if you do, you get diseases.
Yeah, you don't do that.
You fist bump.
Here's another new one from Zev, the OZ9X in FDE. You guys are going to see this on the channel, so I'm not going to go too into depth on it, but basically it's a compact slide like the OZ9C with a OZ9 style frame, so it's like a 19X essentially. I'm not a big FDE guy, but this actually looks pretty good in person. All right, so here's another really cool one, the OZ9C, the compact hyper comp. Looks like an OZ9C, about Glock 19 size, but they have this crazy machine barrel with ports in the top of it. If I lock the slide to the rear, you can sort of see how the machining works. They actually roll pinned the front sight post into the barrel, so pretty cool design. It should be awesome to shoot, but I would imagine it would get pretty concussive as well. Alright, so right there you guys just saw some of the new Streamlight offerings. I was never a big fan of the TLR7, however with the new improved switches, that was my first time with my hands on them. They seem amazing, so you can probably expect to see those on the channel sometime soon. And then of course I had to stop by Colt and check out the new 2020 Python. Originally going into it, that was like the most sought after thing at the show. That was the thing that I wanted to see most, and originally I thought I was going to be interested in the shorter version of it, but you can't really beat that 6-inch Python 357, so hopefully I will be able to get my hands on one of those soon. I'm just gonna straight up buy one like as soon as possible and bring you guys a video on that on the second channel. So we just had lunch. I met up with these guys again. Yo! We're just walking around for the rest of the day.
Danny, what's the coolest thing you saw today?
I don't know, I kind of like that new Benchmade bailout.
Oh man, you shill.
I'm just trying to trigger people.
And this guy's got one already, dude. That's bullshit. Hurrah!
Now extend!
Danny's trying to figure out this new CRKT knife. It's called the Psych. It just took me about 5 minutes to figure it out.
Yes.
You're on the right track because you saw me do it. 30 minutes later. You're thinking way too hard, bro.
I am.
Watch, 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 watch.
Come on.
You're trying to figure it out too? And then over here I saw a picture of this one on Blade HQ. It's the Minimalist Cleaver. I think this is super rad. I have like a soft spot for cleaver style knives. It's super cool. I want it in black though. Hey CRKT, make this in black and I'll buy 100 of them.
All right, Danny and I are at the Magpul booth now. I know this is something that a lot of people are probably going to be interested in. It's the Ruger PC carbine, is that what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
So it's sort of like a 1022 takedown, but it's shooting 9mm
Glock mags.
And I was never very interested in it until today when Magpul released their stock for it. Break it down and fold it up.
Look at that.
Quick and easy.
Quick and easy.
What is this ugly thing? oh, sorry, man.
Mike's rig.
I didn't mean that.
It was a bad idea.
What'd you just do?
Dump this into my beer to make an energy beer.
Dude, it's like coagulating. What is happening in your cup right now?
It's thickening.
Alright guys, day one of the floor is done. I couldn't even tell you what I just filmed B-roll wise, but there was a lot of cool stuff there. But we're going to the Vertex Party and we're about to turn it up a notch.
Time to rally.
We're gonna rally for sure.
Yep.
10 more?
10 more.
I think we have enough drinks now.
I don't know. 10 more? 10 more.
What are you doing to us, dude? I'm vlogging your vlog. This came to pet the mustache. Oh man, it's so good. Subscribe to Mike, last line of defense.
And then subscribe to Talon, but you already probably are.
Even though you're already subscribed to his channel, click that link right there.
Jaeger bombs.
What is it?
Jaeger bombs, man.
What?
Promise Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
Where are they?
Just like that, it's day 3 now.
Dude, it's been a whirlwind.
This is Zach, if you guys don't know, you already know. We went from circle bar footage right to day 3, and it was just a blur the whole time. I really didn't film anything yesterday, but I'm here with Zach to just get his quick take on favorite knife so far that you've seen.
Dude, that's hard. So, Benchmade, we got the Benchmade Mediator. Spyderco's got a new sweet one called the Bombshell. Tops, I think Tops was blowing it up this year, so like anything from Tops this year was sweet.
And we have some behind the scenes info that we're gonna do a lot of cool stuff with Tops this year. So.
Yeah, we're pretty stoked. We're pretty stoked to some of the Tops. So yeah, those are probably like my top 3 excited things. Bombshell from Spyderco, that Mediator from Benchmade, and then like, man, there's like 2 or 3 things at Tops' table that was just fire.
I've been surprised with all the knife releases, honestly. I feel like they're like companies don't always push stuff at SHOT Show like that, but it's been good this year for sure.
Yeah.
So last night we filmed the knife banner video, and that will be over on Blade HQ's channel in a week or so. Whenever you're watching this, I don't know, it's probably live. And yeah, appreciate you having me on, dude.
Yeah, of course, man.
So that's all I have for the day 1 coverage. If you guys have any questions on anything you saw in this video, B-roll wise, let me know in the comments down below. I know I didn't give my full opinion on everything, but I did have hands-on with a lot of stuff so far. Also, let me know what you guys want to see if you're watching this as it goes live. I'm currently in the media room editing this video right now. I'm gonna put it up and I'm gonna be walking around the show floor for 2 more days. As I'm walking around, I'm going to be reading your comments, so let me know if you want me to swing by a certain booth, if there's a product that you want to know about. I have a range day video coming out this Sunday on the Sunday Gun Day channel, and there's going to be a lot more stuff to film, so that's all that I have for today. If you're new to the channel, consider clicking subscribe. I make new videos every week. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.